on. All right, so welcome to Friday Flow. This is Ellen. Good morning. I know we have a lot of visitors this morning from GAO, so welcome, and some other people. So if you guys have never done yoga or anything like that before, that's perfect. You're in the right spot. So we're going to do a little bit of everything today. This is a yoga-inspired workout. We're going to start on the mat and in a child's pose. So I always say to move at your own pace, take whatever modifications you need to, and that's true. You know, I have been challenging you guys in the last couple of months with some more, faster flowing sequences, some more balanced poses, and we'll continue to work on that. But again, just go at your own pace and do what you need to this morning, right? We know that it's been a crazy week for everybody. So let's go ahead and just start with a nice child's pose stretch. So finding sort of the back part of your mat or your space this morning. And you're going to keep those knees nice and wide, toes together. And we're just going to slowly walk our hands out. And you're going to relax your forehead onto the mat. So just starting to take a couple of deep breaths here in your child's pose. And if you guys aren't familiar with my class, I do stand up and go to the screen several times just to check in on your form. So of course, turning on your video would be lovely, but you don't have to. So go ahead and stay in that child's pose for a couple of breaths. I'm just going to check everyone out here and make sure we're good to go. So nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose, trying to get that breathing started. We typically will breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So we're going to try to do all of it through the nose. Build up our lungs and try to get them a little bit stronger here. So anytime throughout class you're feeling tired or need a break, this is also a pose or place that you can come to if you need a rest. So imagine my hands on your hips and sort of pulling you back a little bit further into your heels, and then someone else pulling your hands or your wrists in the opposite direction. We're going to hold this child's pose for about 2 more deep breaths. And let's just check in with our bodies this morning. How are we feeling? And without any judgment, just taking it all in. And then our next inhale brings us up to a tabletop position. So we sort of shift those hands directly under our shoulders, and we're going to bring those knees right under those hips. And as we inhale, we lift the chest and the belly drops. Exhale, everything out. Tuck your chin into your chest and round your spine. So inhale. Fresh and positive energy here. Exhaling out anything negative, any tension, anything you do not need this morning. Inhale and exhale. And take a few more breaths. If you are just joining us, welcome. Good morning. Friday Flow. Thanks for making time for you this morning. Thank yourself for that as well. And let's find a nice neutral spine. We're going to find some hip circles here. So it's with our whole torso. We're just going to circle one direction here. So I'm just sort of moving forward and back. I'm going a little bit past my wrists there, so that will help to sort of wake them up and warm them up a little bit. And then I sort of bring my hips back. So big circles with our torso. And let's go ahead and go in the opposite direction. Big circles here. And we'll take one more circle. This should feel good. All right, now let's lower into our chest and belly. So nice and slow, we're gonna wake up that back just a little bit here. So just like we did, I think, last week, you're gonna go ahead and take your forearms onto the mat. So if you're looking at my screen, I have my elbows right underneath my shoulders, and I'm lifting up through my chest, sort of a cobra pose. We're resting on those forearms, our fingertips are straight out, legs are about hip distance. We're gonna hold for a couple of breaths right here. Also, known as Sphinx in Pilates. So just keep your shoulders down away from your ears. If this is already just a bit too much for you this morning, you can just find a baby cobra and have your hands right next to those shoulders. And maybe just lifting up an inch. So wherever you're at, breathe. And even if this is a little bit uncomfortable, that is okay. If it's painful, of course, then stop, try something else, but it's okay to get out of our comfort zones every once in a while, right? That's where the change happens. So one more breath. Oh, my back is tight, I'm feeling it. And then let's slowly exhale, come on down. And now we're gonna find a downward facing dog. So you're gonna tuck those toes under, hands go under the shoulders, gently press yourself, be mindful of that back. And then when you're ready, just find a nice downward facing dog. So lifting up, pressing your chest towards your thighs. You're making that upside down V with your body, that shape here. We're gonna pedal out those heels. I want you to hang on to this for a couple of breaths. So a few options, you could do this on your knees. You could also do this on your forearms. So let's see a nice down dog. We've got lots of people this morning, looking good. Let's go ahead and nod our heads yes here in this pose, and then shake them no. Just sort of let it go here. Nice. Can you all press your chest towards your thighs a little bit more? Keep those hips up. Press your chest towards your thighs. Take a break when you need to, of course, but try to lift those hips up a little bit higher. Spread your fingers. Press those heels down. Can we hold for one more breath? Big, big stretch here. Inhale, let's stack our shoulders on top of our wrists and find a strong plank. It is Planksgiving time, so we're working on those planks. So this can also be on your knees. We are going to hold this for a couple of breaths. So find a plank that is challenging for you this morning. So modified knees or forearms. But either way, you're keeping your neck long. I want you to tuck those hips under, brace your center a little bit harder for one more breath. And then exhale, knees and chest lower. Our elbows go straight back, arms glued to our side. Untuck your toes, inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, retuck the toes, down dog. So we go through this sequence quite a few times during our practice. So we're gonna do it one more time just to get a little bit warmer, a little bit more blood flowing throughout the body here to warm us up. So inhale takes us to that nice strong plank. This time we just hold for a breath. And then exhale, knees and chest. So lots of variations with that. Inhale, we lift, and exhale. And it doesn't have to look the way that I'm doing it. Down dog. Hold your down dog. So I'll give you a couple different options. So again, listen to your body. Do what works for you. We'll take one more breath in our nice down dog. And then inhale, let's bend our knees. Exhale, let's walk those feet all the way up to our hands. We're gonna find a nice forward fold. So just let it all go here. Let that head feel heavy. Knees can be bent so that your hands reach the floor. And then inhale, we come up to standing. So our arms go out to the side. We lift up nice and tall. Hands come together at the top. And we exhale down to heart center. So we're gonna go through a standing flow, get a little bit warmer. Inhale, let's reach up. And exhale, float it down. Inhale, we find a nice halfway lift. So we're pulling those shoulder blades together in this halfway lift. You're gonna show me your flattest back. One more breath, let's see that flat back. Good, and then exhale, let's go ahead and take it down. Let's start with that right foot. We're gonna take it out. So big step, this is a little different. Keep your heel off the floor, lift your chest. So you could do a medium or a big step out, however you're feeling. Arms come up, inhale. And exhale, let's just hold. So we're sort of in this high lunge already.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, sorry guys, Alexa was just talking to me. I thought it was one of you guys. Okay, hold your lunge. I apologize. Hold your lunge right here. Okay, so now our left arm, we're gonna go ahead and take that down and just take a reach to the side as we inhale. Exhale, come back up, and now same thing with the right. You're just dropping it down and adding a little bit of a bend. Come back to the center, do it one more time on each side. Drop that left arm and reach. Center, inhale and exhale. So those legs are getting nice and warm. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale, let's now take our hands down to the mat. We're gonna lower that back knee to the floor. Untuck that toe. Lift your chest up, now we're in that low lunge. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, hold. So you could take your hands to your hips. If arms extended overhead was maybe too much for your shoulders. You might see me doing those modifications for neck and shoulders. So I'm gonna stay right here, but let's press those hips forward and really open up through that right hip flexor. Keep that chest lifted so we can breathe. One more breath. Inhale, and then exhale, we're gonna sit back to find a half split. So all that means is sitting back and straightening out that front leg. So maybe you have a wall or some blocks to help you. You can also keep your hands on your hips. I want you to bring your toes towards your nose. Keep that nice flat back so we're not rounding forward into that leg. One more breath. And then inhale, come back forward to that hip flexor stretch. Let's add another twist here. So hands down, we're gonna twist towards the leg that's in front. Other hand goes to the floor, and exhale, reach and twist. You can take your hand to your hip and just twist through your shoulder, or you can find that full extension through your arm. So I'm just doing hand to my hip. We're gonna hold here for about 2 more breaths. You're twisting towards the foot that's in front. And one more breath. Inhale, take those hands back down. Exhale, let's retuck that back toe. So we're gonna move from here back to that high lunge. So brace your core, lift your knee off the floor, reach your arms up, inhale. So you might find you're in a wider lunge here. Exhale, bring those hands together into your chest. One more breath, and then what we're gonna do is just step right back to the front of our mat. So you're gonna lean forward, inhale, push off that back foot, and meet your front foot as you exhale. Inhale, reach those arms up, even if it was a couple steps there. Exhale, float it down. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale, we lower. So this time our left foot steps back. It can be a medium or a big step, whatever you're comfortable with. Brace your core. Inhale, those arms come up. Exhale, we hold. So keep them up here. Inhale, we're gonna drop that right arm and reach over as we exhale. Inhale, bring that arm back up. Exhale, the other side. This is just working through that side body. One more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale, drop that arm, little side reach. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And we come back to the center. Inhale, exhale, take those hands down. So we drop to that back knee, we untuck that toe, we lift up, low lunge. Inhale, those arms come up, and exhale, hold. So I'm doing that modification with my hands on my hips. Take a couple breaths here. I want you to think of wearing a tight belt around your waist. Keeping the core engaged. Now we're just stretching out through the other hip flexor. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let's sit it back and find that half split. So you can use maybe a wall or reach for the floor. So that front leg is nice and straight. Bring your toes towards your nose. Hold it here for 2 more breaths. Good, nice flat back, stretching out through the back of that leg. And then inhale, we come back to that hip flexor. Exhale, we release those hands down, and now we twist towards the other direction. Plant that hand firmly into the floor, or maybe a block or pillow, and then extend that arm up. Whichever leg is in front, that's the way you're twisting. Hold this here. So I'm doing the modified. I just have my hand to my hip. My shoulders are really tight this morning. I'm just going to open up with my shoulder. Again, if you can do that full extension, reach up nice and tall and long with your arm. One more breath, get a nice twist through that upper body. And then inhale, that hand comes down. Tricky part. Exhale, tuck that back toe. Brace your core, lift your knee off the floor. Inhale, exhale, those arms come up. We're back in this high lunge for one more breath. Bring your palms together. Inhale. And then exhale, lean forward slightly, push that back foot to meet your front foot. So already working a little bit on balance here. Inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, float it down. So we're gonna go through that sequence just a little bit faster, a little more of a flow. Inhale, we lift halfway. Exhale, lower. Right leg, step it back. Big lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, we drop that left arm down, side stretch. Exhale, back up, other side. Inhale, drop. Exhale. So you're just working through that side body. One more time on each side. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. Inhale here. Exhale, those hands come down. Drop that knee. Inhale. Exhale, let's go right back to that split. Half split. Bring your toes towards your nose. One more breath, and then inhale, come back to this low lunge. Reach those arms up and hold. Low lunge here. One more breath, then we go into our twist. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, reach and twist towards your front foot. Let's try one more breath, so bigger twist this time. Imagine my hand pulling your wrist back just a little bit. Inhale, come back to the center. Let's stand back up to that lunge. Maybe a faster transition if you're ready. Inhale. Exhale, those palms come together. Lean forward, push off that back foot. Meet your front foot and then stand up. Okay, other side. Inhale and then exhale. Other side, then we'll take it to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, step back. Left foot back, big, medium step, whatever you are ready for. Inhale, those arms up, exhale, hold. We go ahead and drop that left arm, we reach over, and then we drop the right. So 2 on each side. One more breath, inhale, exhale, so just working through that side body, and then go ahead and take those hands down. Drop that knee, and let's find that nice half split here. Untuck your back toe, walk it back, sink into those hips, bring your toes towards your nose, get a big stretch for that leg. One more, and then inhale back to this low lunge. Exhale, those arms extend up, and we hold. One more breath, keep that chest up. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's add that twist. Plant that hand into the floor, and exhale, we twist towards the front leg. Twisting from the waist, and then the shoulder and the chest. Keeping your hips low. One more breath. You guys are great. And then inhale, come on back. Exhale, let's stand up to that high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms come together. We lean forward a little bit, and then we bring that foot to meet our standing foot. Okay, we will take it to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Let's lower down, step it out to down dog. Let's go through this floor sequence. Inhale forward to our high plank. We hold this here, keep that neck long, tucking our hips under. Exhale, knees and chest lower. All the way down, then inhale, we lift, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Down and back. Hold your downward facing dog or a child's pose. We've got 3 breaths here. Good job, guys. Perfect. One more breath. So we should be nice and warm now. Inhale, we're gonna bend those knees. Exhale, we're gonna walk, or maybe we're ready to hop or jump to the top of our mat. Forward fold. Let it go. Inhale. Let's reach those arms up. Big deep breath. Palms come together. And exhale. We lower down. So thumbs up. We're doing okay? You guys are good? Okay. Take water whenever you need to. We're going to keep moving and add on a couple of layers. So that was just to get us nice and warm and open up through those hips. So inhale. Let's lift. And to get ready for some balance. Exhale. Float it down. All the way down, inhale, nice halfway lift, flat back here. Pulling your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, we lower. Let's step back with our right foot. We're gonna find a warrior 1. So it's a little bit smaller stance. Glue your heel to the floor. Inhale, those arms come up, and exhale, hold. So with warrior 1, our foot's about 45-degree angle. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent. Arms up. Or of course, you can have cactus arms for your shoulders. So let's keep our hips towards the front of the room. We will open up in just a moment. One more breath here. Inhale, straighten that leg. I want you to turn up from your hip first, then your knee, then your ankle, and your foot. So we're gonna find a nice warrior 2 position. You're gonna bend that front knee a little bit more. So in order to get into this, let's inhale, lift up. Arms come up, we're gonna do this 3 times. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, you're gonna find your lowest point. And exhale, perfect. Hold this here, front knee, look down. Make sure it's right on top of your knees there, right on top of your toes. Where are those shoulders? Down and away from our ears. Hold this right here. Hold it. Press into those back toes as much as your front. Take a deep breath. Exhale, can you get a little lower? Back leg is straight. Inhale, flip that front palm. Exhale, let's reverse our warrior here. So back to this side, stretch. We did earlier, reaching all the way up and over as far as you can. Maybe that back arm wraps around to reach your opposite hip. 1 more breath here. And then inhale, come back to this warrior 2. Perfect. Exhale, hold it right here. And then inhale, we're gonna take that back heel off the floor. We're gonna take our back arm to meet our front arm. And now we're back to this high crescent lunge, right? Inhale. Exhale, bring your palms together, lower to heart center. Get nice and low. You can take your knee to the floor if you need to for a little modified version. We're gonna hold here for 2 more breaths. Feeling those legs. Chest up, 1 more breath. And then inhale, you're gonna take your chest towards your thigh, just like we did before. Exhale, push up your back foot. I want you to practice a little balance here. Just take your foot off the floor, maybe a couple inches. Just a little balance. I want you to pull your shoulder blades together and keep your head up. So if you're familiar with yoga, we are practicing this warrior 3, but just starting right here. Keep your back leg straight. You're gonna feel your standing leg. 1 more breath, just our first layer. And then inhale, step back to that lunge. Arms come up, nice. Exhale, hands come down, step it on back. Down dog. Awesome. Inhale forward to our nice plank. Exhale, lower knees and chest. If you're ready, you can do that full version. Inhale, lift. Next time, exhale, down dog. Hold it. Hold your down dog. So that full version is more like a tricep push-up. So I'll demo that next time if you want a little extra challenge. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walk or jump. Forward fold. Find your forward fold. And then inhale, reach those arms up. Big deep breath. Palms come together and exhale. All right, so other side, we're getting into that balance right away. And again, if you're close to a wall or have a foam roller, feel free to use that as a guide and as a little bit of support, or even a chair. All right, inhale up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway. Find a nice strong flat back. Because remember, in our poses, we're gonna need to come back to this. We're gonna need that. Exhale, we lower. Step back, left foot. Medium step back. Glue your heel into the floor. Find your warrior one. When you're there, reach your arms up and hold. So again, I'm just doing a little modification for my neck today. You do what works for you. Just want to make sure your back leg is straight, front knee is slightly bent. Chest up. Tuck those hips under. So anytime we're standing, and if you forget, just go ahead and add a little tuck of those hips. Re-engage those core muscles. One more breath. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, hip opens first, knee, and then our foot follows, right? Just so we don't hurt our knee or ankle. So you want that open, that rotation to come from your hip first. Inhale, arms up, straighten that leg. We're gonna find our nice pose here. Exhale with a little movement. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, adjust your stance as you need to. Inhale, last one. Exhale, find your lowest point. So you could bring your foot closer in. You could take it further out. Listen to your body. If you're ready for that challenge this morning, try to get a little lower. Shoulders away from our ears, right? Tension in both directions with those arms. I want to see strong arms, guys. One more breath. There we go. Inhale, flip that palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Peaceful warrior. Maybe that back arm wraps around. Hold this. Nice side body stretch. Ooh, my legs are shaking. I don't know about yours. One more breath. Inhale, let's come back to this warrior 2, and we hold it. So we're gonna get ready for that transition. Back heel off the floor, start to rotate your hips. Back arm comes down and around. Now we're facing the front. So my back knee is slightly bent. My hips are just really tight. I want you to try to extend straight. I'm just doing a little modification here. Okay, inhale up, exhale, palms come together. Again, everybody's different, right? Listen to yours. We're gonna get ready to balance on this right foot now. So inhale forward, exhale, push off that back foot. So we don't wanna come into the full version just yet. I want you to practice lifting a couple inches off the floor and straighten your back leg. Straighten it out. Standing knee is always gonna be slightly bent. Hold on to that for a couple breaths. We'll fall out of it. We'll get back into it. That's okay. We're practicing this morning. One more breath. And then inhale, biggest challenge. Come right back to that high lunge. Exhale, take it down. Down dog. Awesome. So I'm going to go through a more challenging chaturanga version if you want to follow. Just be mindful of your back. Inhale forward to that high plank. Without dropping those knees, we lower, we hover, and then inhale, we move forward and up, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hold it, down and back. Awesome job, guys. So we're just gonna continue to add layers to that. Hold your down dog or child's pose for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. You guys look great. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk or jump, top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up, big deep breath. Palms come together. Maybe you lean back a little bit there. And exhale, we lower. Okay, great job. We have about 20 more minutes. I know a couple people had to hop off for meetings. So hopefully you guys can stay. Take water if you need to. Let's keep going. When you're ready, join me back here. Inhale up, exhale, float it down. We'll get a good stretch at the end, don't worry. Inhale, here's that flat back. Exhale. Okay, so this time we go right into warrior two. So big, big step back with that right foot, open up from that hip, reach your arm up, and find that warrior two. So take a few moments, nice strong warrior two. Let's try to get a little bit lower here. Hold your warrior two, okay? Imagine I'm pulling in both directions with those arms. Let me see strong arms here. I know we're feeling it. You got Teresa, strong arms. That's why it's warrior pose, right? Tuck those hips under, one more breath. Inhale, flip that palm, exhale, reverse. So bigger reach. Still trying to breathe in and out through your nose, even if your heart rate's getting a little bit higher. Try that challenge, one more breath. Inhale back to warrior two, exhale, hold. We're gonna get ready for that balance. Take that back heel off the floor, rotate forward. Embrace your core and your center here, okay? Arms up, inhale, exhale, palms come together. Bring them to your chest. So our back stays flat. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, push off that foot. Now maybe this time you get your leg a little bit higher, like where I'm at. Again, feel free to use your wall, bookshelf, whatever you have. Hold that there. If you fall out of it, get back into it. That's okay. Just shake it out. 4 more breaths. I want you to keep your back flat. Can you bring your back heel up to the ceiling? Flex your foot. Maybe you extend your arms straight out. 1 more breath, lifting away from the mat and not into it. Inhale, step back. Whew. Awesome. Exhale, take those hands down, step it back. Down dog, or maybe a child's pose, right? If not, follow me through the sequence. High plank, exhale, knees and chest. Or that full version. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, down dog. And hold. Good job, guys. Remember, take those modifications if you're feeling your back, your shoulders. Maybe you take a breather. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk to the top. Let's practice that balance again on this side. Inhale, reach up. Big deep breath, palms come together. Exhale, take a breath. Other side. Inhale up, exhale, let it go. You guys are doing great. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, lower. Big step back, right into that warrior two with our left foot. So big step back, cartwheel those arms up, left and right. Take a moment, find your warrior two. Look down at that front knee, right? Make sure it's on top of those toes. Make sure you're stacked right in the center. Back leg is straight, arms are strong. 1 more breath. Tuck those hips under. Inhale, flip that palm. Exhale, take it back. Big stretch here. Can you reach an inch further back? 1 more breath. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Imagine that you are stitching your rib cage together here. Tight belt around your waist. Take that heel off the floor and rotate. Keep the core nice and tight. Arms come up. Inhale, palms come together. Exhale, get ready to balance. Inhale forward, exhale. Think of pushing away from the floor and lift up. Think of lifting up, right? Rather than sinking in. Focus on one thing in front of you. Pull your shoulder blades together. Hold it, because we don't want to fall forward. We don't want all of that weight on our foot, right? We want to lift away from the mat. So keep doing this for about 4 more breaths. Just gonna come check on you guys. Nice, looks pretty there, Bill. Nice, Teresa, good focus. You guys got it. Oh, you guys look so good. Everyone looks so good. Can we lift an inch higher away from the mat? Tuck those hips under, 1 more breath. Woo, step it back. Inhale, awesome. Exhale, down dog. Woo, inhale forward to your plank or a child's pose, right? Exhale, you lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Hold right there. So, guys, 1 more time we go through this. So you get one more time to practice that balance challenge. Maybe add another layer if you're feeling good. One last time. So inhale, then we just stretch. Bend the knees. Exhale, lock or jump. Forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up, big deep breath. Palms come together and exhale. As I was scrolling across, all you guys looked so beautiful in your balance pose. Looked awesome. One last time. Shake it out. Here we go. Inhale up. Make sure you have plenty of room. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. We're also going to go a little bit faster. So step right back to that warrior two. Cartwheel those arms. Inhale. Exhale. Slow it down if you need to. But try the challenge, right? Inhale, flip that palm. Exhale. Peaceful warrior. Extra layer here. Straighten your front leg and push into the floor. Find a little more space in that stretch. And then inhale, come back down. Exhale, back to warrior two. Lift your heel off the floor. Bring those arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms come together. We are nice and warm, brace your core. Inhale forward, exhale, push off. And find that warrior three. Hold it here. So you can stick to just that first level. If it's your first time doing it, just a few inches off the floor. If you're ready for more, extend your arms straight out. Hold it. If you're ready for even more, stack your hips. Take your arm down, top arm is up, and maybe a half moon. But just do something that's a little challenging for you here, guys. Let's try to hold it for 2 more breaths. Tuck those hips under, keep your back flat, lift up a little bit higher, 1 more breath, and then step it back. Big lunge, inhale, exhale, hands come down, downward facing dog. Woo! Hold it here. Inhale forward to our plank or a child's pose, right? Exhale, lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale. Down dog. Hold that there. So 3rd and final time to practice our balance on the other side. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk or jump. Forward fold. Inhale, takes those arms up. Big deep breath, palms come together. We lower. Other side, final time. Inhale, up. Exhale, let it go. Halfway lift. Inhale and exhale. Big step back with that left foot. Cartwheel those arms, right and left. Warrior two. I know it's tricky, guys. We are almost to the end here. You got this. Inhale, flip that palm. Exhale, take it back. Keep that flow. Extra layer. Push into that front leg. Straighten it out. Can you find a little more space here? And then inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, hold. Take that heel off the floor. Transition to the front. You've got it. Brace the center. Inhale, exhale, palms come together and lower. Here we go. One last time on this side. Inhale, push off that foot. Exhale, think of lifting away, off the mat. Use your wall, right? If you need to. So maybe it's just a few inches off the mat, and that's what you're practicing. Keep your back flat. If you want a little more, extend those arms in front. Even more, stack your hips and open up to that half moon. So a couple more breaths. Let me see it. This is it, guys. This is your hardest part. Perfect. Yep, good, Lisa. Lift your chest up a little bit higher in that half moon. Yep. So we're not collapsing. Oh, you guys look so good. Nice, Anna. Perfect. 1 more breath. And then hardest part here, go right back to that lunge. Woo, every muscle working here. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Awesome job. One last time through this sequence, if you'd like. Inhale forward, exhale, lower, inhale, baby cobra, and exhale. Everyone's gonna find a child's pose. This time, with your knees closer together, rather than out. And take a few breaths. You might find that you feel this position a little more of a stretch in your lower back as opposed to your hips. And if you don't like it, you can bring your knees a little wider. So take a few breaths. Heart rate is up. Let's let it come down. We're going to finish everything on the floor here. Hardest part is done, you guys. One more breath in that child's pose. Slowly start to walk those hands up. And let's swing our legs around. We're gonna come to a seated position. Thumbs up, we're doing okay? You survived, you guys are awesome. Okay, so not done yet, but we're just gonna finish with stretching, right? So just come to the center of your mat. Take your hands behind your knees. I want you to pull those abs in rather than just plopping down to the floor. We're just gonna slowly come on down. So just like we would in Pilates, you're gonna pull those abs in. Keep your chest up. You're gonna feel your body shake a little bit right here. It's just those abs working, that's okay. And then slowly come all the way down. Woo, and then when you're there, we're gonna bring those knees gently into our chest and rock side to side. I have my hands under my knees, just so I'm not pushing into them. And we're going to make circles in one direction. We're massaging our low back. This should feel really good. And then go ahead and reverse the direction of those circles. Now we're gonna do a little bit different kind of circle. So start with those knees in your chest. You're going to open both knees out to the side as if you're doing a butterfly, and then circle it around. So they go out, and then they come back in. So it's getting into those hips. We'll do one more here. Now we're actually going to do a butterfly stretch, but on our back. So it's sort of like happy baby, but not quite. We'll get there at the end. But you're just going to bring your knees apart, bring your soles of the feet together as if you were doing a butterfly stretch. So just hold on to your ankles, keep your back flat, keep your head down. You can use your arms to push against your legs. So if you have really tight hips, sometimes a regular butterfly stretch, we don't get the most out of that stretch because we're rolling forward, our shoulders are rounded, right? So this way, we just take out any of the upper body because we're just flat on our back. And then you can bring your feet closer into your chest and just really get that butterfly hip stretch. Let's go ahead and release our feet down to the floor. We'll find a few bridges here. So it's a nice inversion, but feel free to take another inversion if you're familiar with yoga and want to do maybe wheelbarrow or plow. If you're not sure, just follow me. So take an inhale here, hands down by your side. Exhale, we press those feet into the floor and we very gently lift our hips off the mat. This is our bridge. Our feet are about hip distance. And then we inhale, slowly come back down. So you may be familiar with bridges in regular fitness class. You're gonna lift up into your bridge again. In this class, we just do them a little bit slower. Inhale, a little more intention. Inhale, we lower, and exhale, we lift back up. So imagine you're peeling your spine on and off that mat as you do these bridges. We'll do one more bridge, and you'll have the option to hold that bridge for a couple of breaths. So last one here, option to hold. You can drop your hips if it's too much for your back. Another option, interlace those hands underneath your hips and pull those arms in to get a little more stretch in the chest and shoulders. Again, just an option. We'll hold it for 2 more breaths. And then slowly unravel those arms. And then slowly, slowly drop your hips to the floor. Once they're on the floor, windshield wiper your legs by dropping them side to side. Allowing your back and hips to come off the floor, that's okay. One more in each direction. Let's go ahead and extend our left leg long. So just relax it down, but then hug your right knee into your chest. We're going to circle the ankle, wiggle the toes. We're going to come into a spinal twist. Did a couple of twists standing. So we'll do one here on our back. So go ahead and take that knee over to the left side, so the opposite direction, and twist over that right shoulder. So knee is going in one direction, your arm is going in the other for that twist. Turn your head with it. Slowly come back to the center. Slow, slow, slow. Inhale, exhale, straighten the legs out. And let's just bring that other knee into our chest. Same thing here. Wiggle your toes, circle that ankle first, and then bring it across the body, all the way over, and then extend out through that opposite arm. Straighten it out, look over that shoulder. As you exhale, finding a little more space in your body to breathe and to let go. And then we slowly come back to the center, we shake it out. Okay, so our last stretch is going to be that happy baby. So go ahead and bring those knees up. We take our hands and we reach for the outsides of our feet or those toes, and then we kick them straight up, just like babies do. They have no care in the world. They're so lucky. And they just rock from side to side. They're so flexible. So hold this for a couple of breaths. Maybe you go into a straddle and extend your legs straight out. And then when you're ready, just gently bring those feet back down. And maybe you find one more stretch, your favorite stretch, maybe something we didn't get to today. And then when you're ready, just close your eyes. Find your relaxation pose. So however that looks for you. And just for this final minute, we are going to relax. Just be in this moment, in the present. And if you find your mind wandering, bring it back to your breath. Maybe with one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, so you can really focus on your breathing. Feel the chest and belly rise. As you take a breath in, feel it fall down as you exhale. And slowly start to move your head from side to side. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Reach your arms all the way overhead. And as we inhale, I want you to squeeze every muscle in your body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale out. Let it go. One more time. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release. And then slowly roll over to one side, taking your time and then gently pressing yourself up to a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. And just one big shoulder shrug once we're here, taking the shoulders all the way up to those ears. Inhale, and then exhale. Just let it go. Let it go. Inhale, reach those arms up. Big deep breath, palms come together. Exhale, we lower them down. Thank yourselves for making the time for you this morning and for joining one another. And we will say namaste to one another. And you guys are all done.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you so much. If you didn't type in your site, please do so now. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Friday. Awesome job. How are we feeling? I got sweaty.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Ellen. Great class.